The New Orleans Pelicans last night, Zion Williamson versus LeBron James, round 2, and Anthony Davis, a healthy scratch. How about that? LeBron had 34 and 13, 12 rebounds, a triple-double for the King as Zion Williamson's game last night, 122-114. The New Orleans Pelicans fell to the Los Angeles Lakers. Williamson finished with 35 points last night. Afterwards, on ESPN, Zion was talking about going up against LeBron.
It definitely means something because, he's been doing this for 17 years and his resume speaks for itself. So, for him to say that, it holds something. That's all I can say about that.
Lonzo Ball had 19 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds for New Orleans. The Pelicans take on the Timberwolves in New Orleans tomorrow night. Here was Alvin Gentry, head coach of the Pelicans, talking about LeBron's performance.
I'm just amazed that they talk about anybody other than him for MVP. That's what he does. Every team that he's been to, every team that he's gone, have a chance to win the championship. So, to me, I'm not sure what the definition of MVP is, but he makes everybody on his team better, and it makes it difficult for everybody playing.
Yeah, and ultimately, LeBron just decided how this game went, as he has done every time against the Pelicans this season. 34 points, 13 assists, 12 boards. Are you kidding me? And it wasn't just the raw statistics, Jordy, but a lot of times it's even how he was doing it, right? There's the sequence right before the end of the first half where Zion comes up with this big one-handed dunk. Yeah. Crowd's going crazy. LeBron pulls up right across the half-court line.
From Bourbon Street?
I mean, crosses over half court. It's like, all right, this is cool.
And didn't even think twice about it.
Drained it.
Didn't even hit the rim.
Yeah. And really, that's who he was all game. At the end of the game when they had to have it, he hits the big three. It's just the Pelicans don't have an answer for LeBron right now, unfortunately. And we'll talk about it more, but now the Lakers have swept the Pelicans in what could be the eventual first-round NBA playoff matchup.
LSU Baseball on Sunday, the Tigers were held hitless as the pitcher for the Oklahoma Sooners, Dane Acker, earned the win for the Sooners. Did not allow a hit in 9 innings, firing 11 strikeouts, allowed 1 walk, and hit 2 LSU batters. A.J. Levis threw it well for LSU as he had a no-hitter going through 7, but gave up a first pitch, 8th inning home run to Oklahoma, and that was the difference. 1-0, Oklahoma powers past LSU or gets past LSU. On Saturday, Baylor was able to come a 4-0 deficit by hitting 3 home runs and defeating LSU to 6-4 in Game 2. Cole Henry and Jaden Hill combined for 16 strikeouts Friday night at Minute Maid Park as the Tigers took down the Texas Longhorns 4-3. Here was Paul Maneri talking about the offense, or the lack of offense, on Sunday.
The atmosphere in here is so different with the roof on. The ball just doesn't carry like it was yesterday. And, they hit some balls hard, and we hit some balls hard that just, died at the warning track, so to speak. But, AJ pitched to the conditions. He was awesome. Threw a lot of strikes. And, they got the bat on 1 pitch and cost us the ball game.
Yeah, I don't know. It goes back to the old sports adage, right? The roof was closed for both teams. It doesn't matter, okay? Like, you benefited as well. As he said, AJ pitched to the conditions, so it helped out both teams on the mound. We'll talk more about these LSU bats because when you do start to look at the numbers, it's abysmal here early on. Like, there's no hiding out for it. The good part is that the pitching remains almost as good as the bats have been bad. And let's just appreciate this. With the Friday night win over Texas, you now beat the Longhorns in football, basketball, and baseball this year. So, horns down.
Cabrera on the last out of the game. You see him catch the fly ball.
Yeah.
Horns down. Here's Maneri on his pitching staff.
Feel good about our pitching rotation. Our starting pitchers are all outstanding, and we've got 2 guys for sure that we can count on coming out of the bullpen that are really good, and we just got to keep working hard and getting better.
LSU at the box Tuesday night to host Southeastern. First pitch set for 6:30, 6 o'clock pregame for you on Eagle 98.1. LSU basketball got a win, a much-needed victory on Saturday, 64-50 over Texas A&M. Senior Skylar Mays, in his second-to-last home game for LSU, had 24 points, including 7 of 12 with 4 from behind the arc. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Here was Coach Will Wade talking about the flow of Saturday's game.
We were going to press them to try to speed the game up and get things going, but
we were guarding so well in the half court. I thought we can just kind of slug it out with them here and figure a way to get it done. And I'd have liked, obviously, to have a few more possessions and get the game moving up and down a little bit more, but we had to play how we need to play to win today. And once, I don't think the lead ever got down lower than 6 or 7 in the second half, and so we had a working margin pretty much the whole half. Skylar made some huge shots for us, some huge threes for us. I thought we did a good job on the offensive glass today. I thought Marlon gave us some energy and some pop that we needed, and I thought overall we got contributions from everybody who played today.
Yeah, really clean game from LSU. Only 4 turnovers for the Tigers. That and the 50 points allowed, both lows for the Will Wade era of LSU basketball. And it's a pretty nice era now, Jordy, right? I mean, you want a little basketball sunshine this morning? How about this? It's only the 4th time that the Tigers have won 20 or more games in back-to-back seasons since 92 or 93. In fact, the 48 wins over the past 2 seasons are the 4th most in a 2-year span in school history. And if they make the tournament, it'll be just the 4th time since 91-92 that they've gone to the tournament 2 times in a row. Shout out to Rabs from The Advocate.
Yeah, it looks like things are getting better, too. Wade was able to clean up on the recruiting trail this weekend. His top 100 guard, Eric Gaines, verbally committed to LSU, and Coach Wade on Sunday morning as Gaines had narrowed his list to 5 schools, including Alabama, Memphis, TCU, and Washington State. Chose LSU Sunday morning. Gaines is the 5th commitment to the class of 2020. Then Sunday afternoon, Wade and the LSU staff pick up a 4-star recruit for 2021. That's the first commitment to the class of 2021. A 6'9" small forward, Jarrell Colbert, out of San Antonio, Texas, pledges his commitment to the LSU basketball staff. Remember Will Wade stopping by the conversation here in 20 minutes. A phenomenal atmosphere in the Maravich Center.
Yeah, how was it?
For the jersey retirement of Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. It was awesome. We'll talk about it coming up here in a couple of minutes on OTV. LSU volleyball following an epic 3-2 victory over the Bruins Saturday night. One of the largest volleyball crowds ever. Number 2, LSU did not drop a single set in 3 matches on Sunday, sweeping the weekend at the Tiger Beach Challenge in LSU's volleyball stadium. Tigers now off to Fort Worth to take on TCU in the fight in the fort. LSU will begin Friday against Arizona at 10:30 a.m., followed by TCU. LSU will finish up in Fort Worth on Saturday against Missouri State.
Yeah, look,
Hashtag dig it.
fighting the fort's always really tough. Traditionally, one of the toughest places to play.
It's the first one.
Beach volleyball. Oh, it is.
I don't know.
Okay, you got
The
me.
thing is, like, all lightheartedness aside, like we kind of joke about the volleyball thing. I mean, we're fans, but we kind of joke on here. I mean,
It's our first time really caring or watching
it's like
volleyball.
No, it's legit.
I mean,
Yes.
UCLA is number 1.
Well, no, we
LSU
said
is
it-
number
And
2.
they beat them 2 weekends
So
in a
that's
row.
the thing. We
Like,
said it last
this is
week.
incredible.
When they beat him at the Kahanamoku Classic, that was...
You just want to say that.
That is true. A little flex, slight flex. But when we beat them in the Kahanamoku Classic, LSU became the first team to beat UCLA, not named USC, since May 2018.
Like, I know
and so
we're-
you became the first team, and then you do it in back-to-back weeks? Are you kidding
I know
me?
we're in Louisiana. Maybe like beach volleyball it's not
Well,
football,
yeah.
But
Well,
think
good
about
crowd.
the places
Here we
like
go,
where
man.
it really matters. Like in California, like they lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Number 1.
absolutely. And even then, if you listen to
It's
Coach
huge.
Rock and
Russell
roll.
Brock's statements
Rock and roll, baby.
after the match, it's back. No, but like, I mean, if you listen to his statements after the match, like he's been all over the country, right? He's been to the UCLA and he's seen their crowds in USC, and he's never seen a crowd like he saw Saturday night in that stadium, 2,400 strong. The videos of the atmosphere were fantastic, and now the number 2 team in the nation should be the number 1 team in the nation after knocking off the Bruins in back-to-back weeks.
Hey, what else do you have to do?
Yeah, I know. I don't really know
What
how.
else you want?
Like, when do you readjust the polls in volleyball? Because it's time to flip them.